The Roman army has once again teleported to the future to fight against the modern military. And this time, they're out for revenge. Currently, the Romans have won 2 battles, and the modern army has won 2 battles as well in this mini-series we've been working on. But can the Romans defeat every modern army who just so happen to be holding a bridge super fortress? This is a brand new map for Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 with 3 bridge entrance points heavily guarded, as well as a fortress in the back. Now, we have units from pretty much every modern military available in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Russian units, Ukrainian units, US units, French units, British units, Korean units, Vietnamese units, UN soldiers, and vehicles to boot throughout the battlefield. Can they defend the super fortress from 9 million Romans invading, or will they get trampled? Alrighty then, boys, let's go ahead and press start, and we're starting things off against this Roman army with a charge from the Ukrainian army here, doing an extremely brave charge to buy some time for the super fortress in the background to prepare their defenses. Now, there are 100,000 Ukrainian soldiers charging the Romans here, and I'm hoping that they get at least 1 million kills against the charging Roman army. That would, I think, make it worth it sending all of these troops forward. Now, in total, the defenders have 236,000 soldiers between all of them, and the attackers have exactly 8.92 million units on the battlefield, so just shy of 9 million. 80,000 less. It's okay. They probably despawned from the water or something along those lines. I'm not totally sure. But there is a wide variety of Roman units here, and we're using some new Roman units as well. We got different Praetorian guards in here, centurions, new archers, etc., etc., that are going to be on the battlefield, as well as some returning older units we've used before, like other archers and generals and soldiers and things along those lines. Now, we've got these modern soldiers walking through the water. No one's drowning, which is good. Please don't. That would be really, really stupid. But, yeah, survive for as long as you can here, boys. They're starting to fire out at the enemy, and hopefully getting some kills very soon. Right now, they're getting no kills with all of this fire, but I think some of the stronger units, like these centurions, are in the front lines for the Romans, and they have a lot of health to them and a lot of armor, so it is a little bit more difficult to take them out. But there we go. Now the Ukrainian push forces are getting some serious kills on the battlefield. 2,600 to be exact so far, and you can see they are spread out throughout all of these little sort of island bridges that they've got to hold right now. And we actually have our first death for the modern army. 1 kill from the Romans. Very impressive stuff. Very impressive stuff. Alright, well, hopefully these modern units can get some serious kills. They're already up to 21,000, so I will say they're doing pretty well to start. And, you know, they'll give these guys back here some time to load up their ammo and get their defenses of the super fortress nice and prepared. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. You can see a lot of these bullets are actually doing damage to not only guys in the front lines, but also to the fellas way back here. Should be taking a little bit of damage here and there as the bullets tend to just go through the gaps and hit some of the fellas in the back. So theoretically, the battle could get easier and easier the longer these guys stand out here and defend, because they're going to be getting chiclet damage on the back units and just making the job for future modern army defenders just a little bit easier here and there. You can actually see these guys will backpedal as the enemies get closer and closer. They won't just stand where they are when they're on attack mode, because they are a ranged unit and they do understand, to a degree, the AI is not always the smartest, that the enemy is a melee unit and they're trying to get as close as possible to them. And actually, some of these Roman soldiers over this way are getting awfully close to these modern military soldiers, and maybe even getting some swings out. I'm not seeing anyone really getting swings out just yet, but they're getting close. Somewhere they are, because 200 modern military soldiers are already dead on the battlefield, maybe on the flanks or something along those lines. I can't quite tell. Oh, over here, actually, they are getting very, very close. This is probably where they're getting the bulk of their kills currently against the semi-retreating modern troops here. We've got 600 dead modern troops and 183,000 dead Romans already, so we might just be on track to hit that 1 million kill mark for these advanced reconnaissance units. That's what I'd really like to see. If we get 1 million kills, this will have definitely been worth it. Why don't we go ahead and do an overhead time lapse here and watch the Roman lines across these multiple little island bridges coming forward against the defending slash semi-retreating army here. Okay. Oh, lag spike. We have basically seen these little island defenses break, but there's still plenty of soldiers back here. They're just kind of scattering to the wind, so that's not ideal. They're certainly having a little bit of a tough time and getting kind of chased down. Honestly, there's all these little pockets of Romans back here that are going to come into the backs of these guys and start chopping them down, and that will be a huge problem. That is not a good thing. The Romans are actually playing this quite well, which is kind of rare for melee units, I will say. They're going on flanks, they're pushing them back, it's not too bad. Look at this. They've completely surrounded these boys over this way. Jinkies. Oh no, they have not completely surrounded, but they're about to, because these guys are back here. So these guys need to either slip away or make their final stand right here. Either option, not fantastic. Now, what could happen is some of these modern units will retreat back past the bridge and be able to start defending a little bit further back, which I think would be a good thing. It's like additional reinforcements overall in the back lines, but I'm not entirely sure if they'll make it back there and survive. The good news, the silver lining, is that they do have 804,000 kills now, so I think they will hit that 1 million kill mark, which is what we're looking for. It's just, you know, it's taking a little bit. It's taking a little bit of time, and that's okay. So why don't we go ahead and watch just the overall retreat backwards of these units, and hopefully they can make it back to the fortress, and that would actually be kind of a good thing, or if they'll get cut off and destroyed. Alright, these forces are getting extinguished, but it seems like at least a few are going to backpedal this way, which is good. And I think there might be a few kind of running around here, I bet. Not totally sure where, but they're probably out here somewhere. Either way, not many are going to make it back, and they have only gotten 936,000 kills, so not quite the 1 million we were hoping for. They kind of fell apart towards the end, but you know what? They did pretty decent, and now the real guns are going to be firing. We got the BTRs here spraying their flechetta rounds out against the enemy, and those are just extreme killers. Absolutely nuts. Really, really sick. And we'll have also some of these PKM troopers. At least I think that's a PKM, right? I don't know. People who know, let me know in the comments. I saw some people were commenting on yesterday's videos that they almost went to the Deland or Dayland, I still don't know how it's pronounced, World War II reenactment that I was talking about that I went to, which was just so awesome. Highly recommend going next year. It was just absolutely fire. But either way, there is going to be, or it should already be up now, a World War II reenactment video of all the footage I took there for members only, and I'll be doing a edit of it later on for everyone. But for now, all the raw footage is up on members only. If you want to see some World War II action, but the people there, I'm sure, would know what these guns are because they were experts on everything, man. They just knew everything. It was so sick. I loved chatting them up, and some people were in character of the times and others weren't. It was awesome. It was a great time. Either way, let's watch the bridge defense. These guys are creeping closer and closer, but for now they are an arm's length away, which is good. The other bridges don't really seem to be getting attacked yet. Oh, well, this one over here is, but probably still the same situation as the one over here, so let's watch this one for a bit. Alright boys, it's been 20 minutes of this full-scale bridge assault from the Roman infantry now, and 1.5 million Romans have died at this point. Now, they are working on these BTRs, which is a little bit tough, because these BTRs each have 20,000 health and a lot of armor to them, and I don't see any Roman arrow fire. Yeah, I just see bullets. So, once those Roman archers get to the front, it'll be a different story. Oh, look at this! They're just, oh look, many are drowning while trying to charge through the lake here, but a few are making it, and eventually these will turn into body piles, so it's a bridge, so no one dies. So actually, they're going for a very, like, Ulysses S. Grant sacrificial troop charge, and trying to come into the flanks of these PKM troopers over here. Looks like they've gotten a few stabbies on them, but no kills just yet. What about this bridge? This bridge is getting full held by some of these units here. I think these are Irish, IRA troops or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But there's also the South Korean AA guns spamming fire. These things are really weak in terms of health. They only have 250 health, so it's super easy to kill them. But obviously their firepower is extraordinary. This bridge over here is not having that help, it looks like, though. And actually, a few of these units over here are dying. But at the very least, they are getting some decent kills on this bridge defense over here. We're still super early into this battle, though. There's still 7.3 million Roman soldiers remaining, and the Roman archers aren't even at the front, and they could be game-changing. Really, really they could. Also, no Romans coming around this flank, just on that side, which is a bit peculiar, but okay, that's fine. Why don't we watch this bridge, because it seems like this bridge is actually taking a few losses, unlike the others, so this might be a little bit more eventful to watch in time-lapse. Alright, well, we did see a number of these guys dying during this portion of the battle here, and we are now beneath 7 million attackers left, so things are happening. things are being happened upon. We also still have the BTRs alive here. I think once they die, we'll see a much better surge into this bridge. This bridge over this way, looks like we do have more troops coming over here now, but still this bridge is holding probably the best out of all of them, weirdly enough, probably because of these Korean guns over this way. And the middle bridge, again, you know, it's holding, it's chilling. But once those BTRs die, I think we might have some problems. So we're going to go ahead and just let this ride for a little bit and come back and check in on how things are going, maybe in like half an hour or so. All right, boys, it's been about a half an hour, and we're down to, that's an 8, wait, yeah, I think that's an 8, or a 3. It's either 5.3 million or 5.8 million Romans. My screen recording overlay is just over the number, so I can't quite tell. Maybe it's 5.3. Well, there's 2.7 million kills. I don't know, but then explosive damage doesn't count as... Okay, you guys are just going to have to let me know in the comments. But either way, quite a number of Romans still alive. They are eating away at this side quite a bit. These guys could go extinct by the end of this battle. They started out all the way over here. Now they're pushed back here. And then those Romans would be charging these Korean guns over this way and could get shattered by them quite easily. Now the BTRs are still alive. They're at like half health, which is kind of surprising. I'm surprised that they're still doing so well. And then there's like barely any Romans coming over here. A couple are getting over here, taking a few stabs. Maybe they've killed a few of these soldiers, but all in all, these Romans over here aren't doing too well. How about the last bridge over this way? Okay, so we've still got charges over here. We've still got big charges down mid. And then now there's people charging from here? These guys are going all the way around the map. All the way. They built a body bridge over this way. And that might be the end of them unless more come this way. But that is insanity. What the heck, dude? Why? That's crazy. Okay, so the bridges are still holding at this point. Nothing too insane happening right now. Why don't we go ahead and time-lapse the middle bridge with this section as well, so we can watch the charges going on and see if these BTRs ever end up falling, pretty much. Alright, it's been another 45 minutos, and I am seeing arrows on the battlefield now, so we could be seeing the potential for a lot more deaths deeper in here from arrow fire on top of just the regular reflecting of bullets off of the shields, which does happen, so we could be seeing the downfall soon, but as of right now, it's just not happening. The defenders are doing a fantastic job overall. Even these guys still holding out, and let's see how these fellers are doing over here. They're doing fantastic as well. I think the first to fall will either be this or the one on the far right side, but let's watch a little bit closer now, as these arrows are potentially going to be increasing in quantity over time. Let's get nice and close here and watch some of these boys fire their LMGs into the enemy and potentially arrows coming in at them. Been another 40 minutes, and it seems like, I don't really know if these arrows are doing all that much, man. I mean, these guys are taking damage. Oh, they do have 1350 health. These are actually pretty powerful units, but they're not really dying. Same can be said over here. Not really dying. What about this side? Oh, we actually have a breach over here. No way, brother. Oh, look at this. These guys are actually getting up to the castle and starting to hit the next line of, these are some South African soldiers here defending. Now, there are some nuclear missile systems back here, ghillie suit snipers over here, and TOS systems over this way. And a few Romans are coming back over here. It looks like they actually ate into some of these Vietnamese soldiers by surprise and then got shot down. But still, this breach over here is actually a pretty massive advancement. That's pretty good. Oh, look at this. Some of the Korean guns over here did get attacked, and actually a bunch of them died from these Roman soldiers, but then there's still a bunch left alive back here firing away. So it's not like they're completely out of this battle, although it's a very hard shot to make due to this hillside, so most of the shots are going up and over harmlessly. Okay, this is actually a big play for the Romans. I thought all the bridges were still holding, but apparently not. Let's watch this side sweep. All right, boys. Oh, lag. 3 million Romans now remain on the battlefield and 119,000 modern army units. The Romans have done a pretty solid breach of this castle. We're getting weird lag spikes. That's bizarre. Once they grind their way through the rest of these troopers here, I think they'll have an easier time. We've also... Oh my god, this lag. Brother, what the heck? Why are we getting 7 FPS all of a sudden? Bruh. Okay, hopefully that goes away. Oh my god, it's really bad. Hold on. What if we go to a different point of the battlefield? Is it better like over here? Oh god. Mildly better it seems. Okay. This bridge is still holding. I don't want to move too much. Okay, the lag seems to have subsided. Good. We do have charges going against the Korean guns over here. Oh my god, it's like over there is laggy. What the heck, dude? And over here is still holding, so it's really just this flank over this way that's really being dominant. Oh my god, this lag. I'm gonna just let this ride for a little while and hope that the lag does go away. So, yeah, we'll just let this ride. 2.96 million Romans still remain and 119,000 modern units. Alright, boys. The lag is still being chunky. It's a bit odd. We're at 2.26 million remaining Romans now, so they are kind of crumbling. More of these Korean machine guns have died. However, the Romans aren't really attacking up here nearly as ferociously, so it's a little bit tit for tat, I would say. This is still probably the best possibility of a Roman full-scale breach, because the front lines over here still is not managing to really do much. These BTRs here, they are down to just like 6 of them, it looks like, but they're still alive, and that's definitely a problem. And then this area is just holding so well somehow. I don't understand it. So yeah, Oh, TOS fire going out. Let's go. Look at that. Oh, that's kind of sick. Most of it missed because it's an awkward angle, but still, hey, that's cool to see. Why don't we watch over here? Because I really do think this is the space where we have the most potential for some sort of downfall of the defenders, really. That's kind of it. 116,000 defenders remaining and 2.2 million Romans. Okay, well, this defense was shattered, and it looks like they tried attacking over this way, but the ghillie suit snipers just completely destroyed them, and they kind of depleted the rest of their units over here. This might be the last of the Romans coming from this flank. There's only 800,000 Romans in total remaining at this point. Looks like they did kill all the BTRs up this way, and they definitely did kill some of these guys, but just not that many. And then over on this flank, it looks like these defenders, again, lost some troopers, but not enough to actually make any sort of a difference. So really, it's just this chunk of Romans over this way and some over here left alive, charging the middle and rightmost bridge, and that is all. So we have a huge body pile, obviously, right here, and it's just going to grow more and more. We've got 112,000 defenders remaining at this point, but it's looking like a total and utter Roman defeat. Let's watch these boys running on into this bridge defense here. Okay, we're down to 500,000 Romans remaining. They're pretty much all on this little peninsula thing here, charging the bridge, and they're all dying horribly. There's still 111,000 defenders remaining, so another like 1,000 died, but that's not really much. I'll just go ahead and let it run, because, yeah, there's no way these guys lose. All right. Oh my god, the lag. Okay, we're good. We're down to the last 290,000 Romans remaining. They've completely lost. Yeah, there's zero chance they win this at this point. So why don't we go ahead and drop the old Nuki Pookie on them? Yeah, baby. Hit him with the sauce. Yes, sir. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. So, guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. Oh, look at the water line. It went so far up because of the body pile displacing the water. That's crazy, dude. Oh my goodness. So yeah, comment down below if you'd like to see more Rome versus modern military. It tends to be some of my best performing videos, so I think people enjoy them and want to click on them. So I'm always down to do more, but I promise I will also continue to do zombies, medieval, all that good stuff that people enjoy. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.